Immuno PR agency is a healthcare agency designed to represent large medical companies that are in the market to release new medical products or are currently working on vaccine research in response to COVID-19. As the healthcare industry is facing one of its most dramatic shifts in history, our goal is to work with these larger medical groups with the intention of putting public health first and are committed to providing resources to their surrounding communities. In our research, we found that many companies demonstrated a disconnect to the public, in addition to not having distinct crisis management plans in place. Seeing how they responded to current issues with COVID-19, we wanted to find a way to gain support and trust among the public and have them be knowledgeable of our clients' objectives. Rooted in our core values, we wanted to create a cyclical relationship that looked to bridge the gap between our clients and the public. In order to achieve this, we ask that our clientele offer additional resources and services in areas of need to contribute to their overall reputation and rapport, and also contribute to the overall well-being of public health.
Immuno PR's mission statement includes: with a name rooted in relation to all living organisms, Immuno looks to involve all entities in their mission to serve the whole human and their communities. Our agency holds itself to the highest expectations which we invoke on our clientele. We look to instill values of ethical support as societal constructs continually evolve, as well as further our growth through educational opportunity. With Immuno being focused on providing services to those in the healthcare industry, the color scheme of the brand needed to be reflective of that community. The brand colors include 2 shades of blue, a light and dark blend, white and black. The color blue communicates the theme of professionalism, loyalty, trust, and is often used for the brands of pharmaceutical companies. As the aim of Immuno is to represent those companies looking to expand into the vaccine conversation surrounding COVID-19, it was important that our agency projected an image that reflected stability and trust. Immuno's logo is simple and clean, a capital I in white against a blue ombre background with the full name of our agency below it. The I being the focus of the logo was to represent the emphasis being placed on building immunities through the process of vaccinations. Immuno PR agency was created with big pharmaceutical companies in mind. With the current state of the world as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak, there are increased talks about vaccinations and responses to this pandemic. Immuno intends on communicating our primary focuses via platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and of course our official website. The decision surrounding these platforms is based on the climate of consumers today. Keeping in mind where the primary locations of the agency will be, the color scheme and design of the logo were then considered.
For our roles within the agency, we created 2 unique positions that would establish a secure foundation and incite more mobility. The Community Relations and Public Affairs Manager oversees strategic planning and internally related projects that connect clients with the public. The community relations component holds clients accountable while keeping lines of communication open, and the public affairs piece adds opportunity for growth as we look to influence future public health policies that align with our objectives. The Media Relations and Crisis Communications Manager creates all content associated with Immuno's brand recognition. Additionally, this role addresses areas of concern through effective crisis management plans that are continuously monitored and updated as needed. As we are seeing the healthcare industry change, this position is unique as it requires effective and creative communications that need to be prepared for all possible outcomes. For our growth management plan, we outlined the essentials we needed in order to function effectively and encourage upward mobility. It starts with a series of internal communications platforms and additional market research that would strengthen our overall branding and advertising strategies. From there, we hope to expand towards additional hiring opportunities, as well as having physical office spaces where we can connect in person when it is safe to do so.
When creating the social media profiles for both Instagram and Facebook, the thought process was what message did we want to convey, who did we want to reach, and how did we want it to look when creating that. When it came to the posts as on Instagram and Facebook, we wanted to ensure that the aesthetic also matched that of our website, so the color schemes had to be as similar as possible while still being very neutral and matching the messages conveyed. When deciding which type of content to post, we kept in mind the fact that we were gearing our messages to those within the pharmaceutical companies in the responses to the COVID-19 pandemic. In that regard, we did want to make a point to address what it meant to stay home, how to practice opening back up into the world and entering back in, as well as addressing the current events of the world by showing our solidarity within the Black Lives Matter movement. Within the Facebook page, it still is reflecting the same content as well. We additionally have the WordPress website blog posts going there also, so that the Facebook following can get an additional access there.
From there, we were able to upload additional multimedia content with our YouTube promo video, which summarized everything that was on our social media platforms into one place. This was a useful tool as we look to expand with different advertising elements that will only strengthen our overall presence online and increase engagement among our viewers. Some of the big takeaways from our agency creation was how many healthcare agencies will have to adjust their public relations campaigns as companies are being held accountable for their actions now more than ever. As mentioned before, many companies demonstrated a lack of crisis management planning, which made them significantly underprepared when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Immuno PR agency would be a competitive agency in this field for a few reasons. There are only a select amount of PR agencies currently that just specialize in healthcare. Most PR agencies have healthcare as a subgroup and appear to apply their campaigns synonymously across the board. Additionally, many healthcare agencies have a limited amount of social media presence and have not expanded mainly beyond Facebook or LinkedIn. Immuno PR is already active on 4 platforms and have the tools to strengthen our platforms moving forward. And finally, given our foundation in supporting communities through our business model, we're already looking to establish a cyclical relationship among our clients and the public, which has proven to be the most effective way to promote any PR campaign. As the healthcare industry shifts to a new normal, it is important to consider some areas of growth. It will be important to continue researching and updating content that would be appropriate for our audiences. We also have to consider that we have a broad audience to appeal to, which can make it difficult at times to create a campaign that would best serve everyone. Additionally, the way that content is consumed can also change as we navigate the effects of COVID-19 moving forward. It is already a fast-paced environment, so we want to make sure that we are providing the most recent news and events to keep lines of communication fluid on all ends. Immuno PR agency does look forward to working through these challenges to cultivate strong partnerships, which in turn will generate more opportunities to give back to our communities.